from one vibe into another. Jazz stuff from a friend. Ooh, we like that wintry jazz. I'm a fan. Oh, I haven't changed this. I need to get to the next verse.
Oh Santa, I can't wait for you to come. I just can't wait for you to come. And I've got cookies, yummy cookies, just for you for when you come. Only for you for when you come.
Because it's Christmas. I love silly songs with Larry. I do like I saw someone recently post a thing that Bo Burnham is like silly songs for Larry, but for depressed millennials. There's Glam 14. Ooh, nice. I'll have to check it out in a wee bit. I'm sure I'll be on Final Fantasy some tonight. Wee bit. Wee wee. But how you doing, Hurt? Other than Gary Christmas Land, well, what did you use the did you like make a completely unique Christmas glam, or did you use like the Christmas dresses they had and stuff out a few years back? Because I know those pop up on the marketplace really cheap. Which, speaking of Christmas and Final Fantasy 14, did you see the they put out the stuff about the Christmas event? Our trailers and I just can't help shedding a tear at all the memory I have. Dude, it is wild. Going back through that that retrospective that was in the like, you know, in the credits was insane. Like, it was wild how much one I had kind of forgotten, but like seeing pictures of it and it immediately comes back. Oh no, they are two parts of the same expansion. Like, truthfully, they very much are like the, you know, Infinity War endgame of MMOs, you know? Like, you need, like, I think Shadowbringers stands on its own fine and is a satisfying story. I think without how well, like, Endwalker followed up Shadowbringers so well, but like, I don't think Endwalker would have been nearly as good if it hadn't been for how good Shadowbringers was and how well it followed it up. True, Endwalker is helped by the others, but I think, like, without Shadowbringers, we wouldn't give a fuck about, you know, Emmett Selker. Really, without Shadowbringers, we wouldn't have cared about any of the Ossians. Like, truthfully. And to me, that was kind of the, like, big emotional beat for a lot of it, was, like, everything going on with the Ossians, going on with him itself, the, like, how he was torn between everything. Really unique is VRs can't wear hats. They can wear some hats. Very few hats. Yeah. I don't think they can wear the dream hat at all. Alright, did I learn the stuff on Amrot that I wanted to learn? I'm one away from Chakra. I need Chakra. I need one more fight, and I'll have Chakra, and then I can switch weapons. Oh, I'm off that. I can get Devil Killer later. Devil Killer I don't think is going to help me too much here. Antibody, though, seems pretty fucking important. Oh yeah, and that'll let me get off Germanus boats as well. Tree in a stocking. Ooh. I like that. That's some fun inspiration. That is some very fun inspiration. I'm trying to figure out what I would do with mine. Like, how I would Christmas it up. Crumbus. It's on my Reaper, it's on my Black Mage. I think that makes sense though. I think honestly, the mages have better glams for stuff like that. And then I guess there's the clothing items that are like, you know, the any class, level 1 stuff that fits for anything, but yeah, a Jack Frost would be really good. Do a Jack Frost Blue Mage glam. And that fits for Jack Frost to be a Blue Mage. And just self-destruct. I really would love to get a Blue Mage party going and work on getting the Mortal mount.
Why weren't you at elf practice?
Oh god, I see him. Oh, wait, what was it? Why was your elf practice hurt? I know yesterday you were studying, but you're done with school now. You have no excuses to not be at elf practice. I don't know a single good excuse you could have for not being at elf practice. Tisk indeed. Christmas glam. You know what? You're right. That would be religious persecution to keep you from celebrating Christmas, so you're good. You are off the hook. That is still Christmas related, and I would honestly consider that elf practice.
Home studies for elf practice.
Yeah, that's basically an elf practice homeschool event. Or homework is making your Christmas glam. I was mentioning, I'm really excited for the Christmas event in Final Fantasy XIV. Because they showed off the mount. And it's going to be like a reindeer.
Reindeer.
Let's see. See if I can pull it up. Starlight Celebration, that's what it's called. Here we go, pull it up over here. We're gonna lose the music because that's just how this has to work, unfortunately. But like, look at that mount. It's such a good boy. The polar bear. See, I have the Santa bear from a few years ago. But I've seen the snowy polar bear, and I do like that one a lot. Also, that art. I love classic Final Fantasy style art. I scrolled up for you so you can see it as well. I love that style of art, and I want the reindeer.
It's what color?
I want the reindeer so
What color?
bad. It's an old version of mine.
Color?
Do you have green hair then? Still a little mist. At least there's no more coming out. That means Kuji isn't here yet. Nice. Well, you are the poster boy then for Christmas. You've got to go to the you got to go change your hair back to that green and that shape. It's your job to save Christmas, Hurt. Only you can save Christmas. But you've got to go to elf practice if you're going to save Christmas. When smoke coming out, Kuji isn't here yet. Damn, it would ruin my glam. Then Christmas is ruined. You've single-handedly destroyed Christmas. What happened to the mist? You beat the beast that breeds it. So much for the mist continent. No more mist. This process possesses incredible power to accomplish such a feat. Zidane, there's a silver dragon. Oh, that's him. Flew from the ruins of Bermasia riding a silver dragon. It's Kuji, all right. Riding that dragon. That's your twin brother. That's who's saving Christmas then, is your twin brother. Oh, how I have longed for this day. The day I might finally cast away the mask to reveal my true self. Also, this like full back view of his weird thong skirt. Like,
It's so weird.
there's just a big gap.
That is so weird.
Look, Final Fantasy IX is very progressive. It let the men dress slutty too. Men can be sluts. He's out here to man-whore, mansplain, manslaughter. Man-whore, exactly.
Why
He,
man whore though?
Kuja diet Sephiroth. No, he's different than Sephiroth, honestly. Like, he is very similar. Because I would say that, in a way, Sephiroth is Diet Kefka in a bit. Like, Sephiroth had a plan and had things he wanted to do. I mean, I don't know everything of Kuja's intentions, but... Oof, bold claims there. Not truly, because Kefka, outside of America especially, Kefka is considered one of the greatest villains in Final Fantasy. Not counting 14, like, before everything with him at Selk. Like, we in America have a very extra skewed view of 7, which is the biggest. Like, it is big. It is the one that put Final Fantasy on the map for outside of Japan. But, in Japan, the favorite Final Fantasy is actually 10. It wins almost all the popularity polls. Like, that is the favorite. Sephiroth, I feel like, is up there, but I don't know. It seems like his villainry outside of killing Aerith is very, you know, I'm gonna do this for me, and I don't really give a fuck what it does to anyone else. It doesn't seem like he doesn't have very many, like, I'm going out of my way to be evil to everyone views at all times. Like, I see he's gonna try and destroy the planet to return it back to his people, but still, I don't know. I enjoy the manipulation that Kuja's been doing. He's been basically acting as an Astia and stoking war amongst all the people. Like, yeah, he just fucked with Cloud, and a lot of that was, you know, incidental, you know? And, like, it's debatable. True Sephiroth is really dead. The Sephiroth we mostly fight and see is, you know, a projection of Genova. And what no longer matters if the Aoife tree is liberated. It means nothing to me. Tree is so beautiful. Beauty becomes the great mother tree that lives amongst the stars. Silver Dragon, let us watch the drama unfold from the trunk of the Aoife. No one shall interrupt us there. And again, he killed Aerith because she was the last of the Ancients and could, you know, was the only one that could potentially stop him at the time. She was casting Holy to save the world, and still did. But to me, like, what I feel like I enjoy villains like Kuja and Kefka that are doing more conniving things or doing more villainry. See, I hadn't until this year. And really, Sephiroth looks cool. Really, in the grand scheme of things, isn't the most compelling villain. Just being honest. His goals are nebulous. You don't have very many interactions with him. He fucks with Cloud a little bit, but he doesn't really do much. Compared to, like, we've already seen Kuja more in this game than we saw Sephiroth for most of the real game, or most of 7. Sephi's a bitch. Indeed. Welcome in, Kelly. Pass the trunk if we go any farther. I just dig his Advent. His music is amazing. He has some of the best musical theme. I think for villain themes, it would be between One Winged Angel or Dancing Mad for Kefka. No, you got me. Which went down that trunk? Saying Zidane, how are we gonna get up there? Can we just climb the tree? Turkey noises. Not me. Me neither. I don't think I can either. So fucking... Oh no. What happened, Killy? What has caused you to become angry? No, Zidane, you can just ride giant turkeys. The turkeys! Even though turkeys can, like, barely fly. They can kind of glide. Or you have Valentine's Day shit? What the fuck? They've been I feel like though that's been a thing. I've seen Valentine's stuff out before New Year's. Like, I mean, okay, here's the thing. I feel like in a post-COVID world, though, we'll still have COVID, post-pandemic and, lockdown. I understand getting stuff in early because you don't know if you'll be able to get it in time. Like, normally if they would have gotten it in February, like, you can't count on that, so it's better to get it when you can than to risk not getting it in January. I think they said it was in the back, so that's my guess, is that it's get it in as early as possible. But then that becomes, well, it's January, might as well it's almost January, might as well put it out before New Year's. But that to me that seems like the rationale for that, of like with shipping the way it is, get it while you can, especially while China is currently going under a little bit of a revolution. And a lot of ports are shutting down. It's not a revolution, more of there's a lot of protests and civil unrest. Yeah, because of a lot of things that are COVID, human rights. That's a lot of things. What's going to happen with it? It can't just sit there taking up space. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, to me that makes sense though. Like, if you can't trust to get it in, you bring it in. But also that's a point. It's just in the way now. In this way. Now what? What is the problem? You should just go by yourself. Gotta go face Kuja together. But this wimp ended up beating me. Amrat, which way you're walking? You almost knocked me down. You hesitates is lost. You'd best remember that. Well, I prefer my way or the highway. No, not really. Like, most Valentine's, like, chocolates and the chalky hearts and stuff like that is the kind of stuff that, lasts. Like, baked goods would go bad, but, like, a lot of it'll be fine. Store they're going to and just hold them at warehouses, but I guess that's too convenient. But yeah, but then that'd be in their way, Killy. Like, I think you're not being understanding of the corporation and their needs, and it would be in their way in the warehouses. So you need to stop being so selfish and just deal with it in your store. Fuck the corpos. Like you actually have a plan, or whatever, like you actually have a plan. Oh yeah, Smarty Pants, don't forget, you're the one that lost to Zidane. Shut up, brat. Plan, huh? That's right, Emmerich. You owe me one, remember? It's payback time. Shoot. There's some Gargonaut grass around here, so a Gargonaut can't be far. I want you to catch one for me. Then we can all get on and ride to the top. Why should I do all that when I could just take the kids up myself? Huh? Never let this dimwit beat me. But you have to care about what goes on outside my store. As you shouldn't. You shouldn't care about what goes on outside your store, truthfully. I broke midway through it. I couldn't keep a straight face through all of it. Oh goodness. Yeet! He sure has the spirit. Alright, Dagger. I'll just carry you piggyback. Huh? Hey, Zidane, wait just a minute. That was on Jack was making for a second. Weak lose their freedom to the strong. Such is the way of the strong. And it is the providence of nature that only the strong survive. That is why I needed strength. I learned of powers that would daunt even him over 10 years ago. Such a long time. My forces are ready to strike. Suspense is terrible. So, they've come this far, have they? Perfect. I'll warm up on them until the elephant lady shows up. Thanks, Amaranth. Now we're even. Show me what you guys can do.
Show me what you best for.
There's Kuja. Wrong voice, but oh well. Where are you pissed from? There was another verse of that today. He finally did it was a nausea, heartburn, indigestion. Booty so big that you get an erection. Show me where you pissed from.
I thought you got that from.
Apparently a lot of people had made similar connections as well.
Aww.
He said so many people have maybe will suggest this. Who's ready to cream? Thank you for the bits, Hurt. Kuja, the maker of the black mages. Yep.
I had the inspiration for the nausea heartburn thing. I was the first one. I am the best.
Any enemy of the Dane is an enemy of mine. Alright, let's go. You are Kuja, correct? My name is Princess Garnet Tel Alexandros. I wish to ask you something. Was it really you who persuaded my mother to start the war that threw the entire mist continent into chaos? Yeah, you have emote mode. You have a lot of powers. You can do polls, you can do predictions, you can do emote mode, which anyone who's a VIP can speak in emote only mode. But you have powers.
Mods can do lots of things.
Fear of the small child? No. I fear that she can summon God to kill me. Yes. The war that threw the entire mist continent into chaos. You made everyone, the black mages, into instruments of war. Oh dear. The princess has such a bloodthirsty little puppet. I don't have the power to do such a thing. I just gave them a little recipe. Begin with the broth of mist, add fermented souls and boil. Then, pour genuine black magic into a mixing bowl and heat to stab it. I'm not done telling you how to make the soulless toys out of the dregs of souls. Dregs of souls? You mean mist? First, you don't want to listen, and now you start asking questions. Oh, brother, but you're not ready yet. Why don't you feel anything? Taking the lives of so many? Spare me the lecture. Lives come and go all the time. What's the big deal? Speaking of warmongers, why, what about that mother of yours, princess? She said she won't feel alive until she has everything. It breaks my heart to see such greed. He very much is closer to Kefka than he is Sephiroth. The war was my fault. Oh, no, no, no. Your mother wanted it. All I did was give her a little push. Liar. My mother was sweet and kind. You changed her.
You're doing Dagger's voice the same.
It's very similar. I got a new Squishmallow today. Probably shouldn't have. I saw on Be Real. It is very cute. I don't know if you saw it yet or not.
Ooh!
It's like this little pig dragon.
I love it.
So the curtain rises. Perfect, my canary. Let me show you the truth about your mother. First act, the end of the ugly desire. Go time. That's like on my list to get to. I'm slowly trying to make space it out between other games, not over Final Fantasy. But the next one will probably be a toss-up between 4 and 6. Kuja, I finally decided to show your girly face here. You're all that stands between me and total domination. But I haven't forgotten all you've done for me. In return, I will show you ultimate power. Because it came out very dirty. It's a Fuzzamallow. Texas name is Lorelei, and I don't know if I want to change. Oh no, keep it Lorelei. That's amazing. Hell yeah. 5 is good. 6 is, I would say 6 is better story-wise. But 5 is, again, like I talked about last night, is such a good boiled down, purest Final Fantasy. Is it the best Final Fantasy? Not really. But it's the most representative of it as a series. Which is very nice to hug. We like the squishies. My favorite is, I have a little anglerfish, and he's by far my favorite Squishmallow. Which is your favorite? Do you have, which ones do we have? We have the chameleon, the gay Ford,
The dinosaur with the wig.
Oh yeah, well, we have the dino.
With the dino, the chameleon, the gay frog.
There was the other weighted dino that died. Rip in peace.
Yeah, but he wasn't really.
Yeah. I don't think the weighted dino is a Squishmallow either. He's just stuffy. Oh, I didn't know he was actually a Squishmallow. Ah, gotcha.
He's not. Same brand.
Gotcha. I follow.
I'm missing one.
Yeah, it's just those. So then we have the anglerfish. And the shark. We have the big shark. Because the big shark was the first one I bought.
I think it would be the Ford and
The Ford is huge. I'm gonna go grab the big Ford just to the size. Like just for size different. Oh, not gonna overshoot that. Like this is mine. My little anglerfish. And then this is what we call Big Gay Ford. He's so big. Like, the biggest boy. Dimitri is the big boy. I have the big squishmallows. They make very good pillows. I left the door open in the bedroom.
For shame.
That dinosaur is still on the couch.
Lady, but yeah, I was wishing I had him last night. But I want to get up.
Ooh, comfort that combo. Hell yes. I know Annie really likes to keep calling Weighted Butt Dinosaur, but it's a little dinosaur plush that's kind of the same material as the Squishmallow. But it's got like, probably like a pound, I'd say. A pound, maybe two, of weight to it. So like it kind of acts as like a miniature weighted blanket. So if you don't want a full weighted blanket, you just the dinosaur plush.
It's almost like having Jack. Like, I like cuddling with Jack, but he doesn't sit still.
Yep.
So I have to dinosaur.
For the amount of Crisis Core Reunion's out in 5 days. That's a game that I will get to eventually. I'm not rushing to it because I've played and beat Crisis Core before. Like, so I'm excited to play it, but I'm not going to run out and get it day one. Little owl keychain too, been keeping that in my bag so I have something soft to hold. Hell yes. The mini keychain. Oh wait, I can breathe. This is just 80. Holy got this like last week practice, never actually looked at
I forgot.
it. The little mini ASMR beam.
Aw, we should open it on camera.
Oh, well, hands being all open on camera.
No, I want to open.
You can come on camera then. You said you want to open it on camera. Stand in my space.
Last stand.
this, turner, and puzzle. Mystery things, and oh yeah, I guess that's why it has all the paper and stuff too. Is that unboxing experience of like, opening things and making noise.
I want more. Now we gotta go get the rest of them. Gotta go get like 5 more and do an unboxing.
Do an ASMR unboxing day. That's what I did the Christmas before we got together. I got a few things that I wanted first off, but then I unboxed them on streams. Unboxing streams are fun. Like I got a booster box of Magic that I bought with my own money. My mom, oh gosh, my mom got me a cube of miniature blind boxes. There's like 8 boxes of them, and so I just got a fuckload. That's where a lot of my D&D minis came from.
Right.
It was like a cube is like it's like $90. It's a lot, but you get like 60 minis. Velcro scratching my brain in ways I didn't think I needed.
Welcome to ASMR.
Welcome to ASMR. That room. Let's see. I'm doing one thing really quick. I've opened up a tab, and I will remember that exists.
Look.
Yeah, I like
Push it
the
for the
Velcro one.
camera.
I'll squish for the camera, and then I'm going to continue story. He squished his own face. Here you go. Let's see.
I'm glad someone else enjoys the ASMR stuff because Alex doesn't really get it.
No. Attention all hands. Order the black mages to focus all their magical energies into a single spell. Lay suppressing fire upon Kuja until the casting is finished. Fire! Fear it will! It's becoming more and more, Muscle Man. Nay, ma'am! Orders from Her Majesty, Black Mages, focus all your magical energy into a single spell. Better listening to it. I do find it relaxing. I just gotta find my niche though. Watching this channel crush up her own pigments for paint. The only ASMR thing that's ever really got me, or either like the restoration videos where they say nothing and just fix something, or Lego building. The silent Lego building, that's just the sound of Lego bricks like clinking together, getting mixed up. Like, that scratches the right part of my brain. But to me, the visual ASMR does more of where like you get to see something get completed or get built. Like, no human noises, just bricks clinking or things being built.
So I just sort of like, I watch a lot of like that kind of stuff, but I at first was like, I hate like the speaking ASMR, but then I like came across a couple of them. I was like, okay, I guess if it's the right person, it doesn't bug me. So Killy, I'm gonna send this one link to you. It's the only person that does ASMR like verbally that I enjoy, and it's not like mouth sounds or anything. Yeah. But like, it's just weirdly calming.
Like the video putting Gerblins earlier, Killy, that's the kind of like ASMR-y thing that I do enjoy. I cannot believe it. Speaking with, especially the tapping them, I hate the mic tapping. That's why I don't enjoy it.
I love the tapping.
Your mother isn't satisfied with just one continent. Her ugliness and stupidity are truly impressive.
I love it when they have the long nails and they like hold something up and like tap on it in front of the mic. I love that.
Hate that sound. Huh. Everything is proceeding as I have foreseen. What are you talking about? No, it's just the opening number. Time for the real show. We won't let you get away. The mist may be created no more. It still lurks in caves and forests, right? Huh? I can make monsters with magic. Come forth, spawn of the mist.
Funny how different styles can affect.
Oh yeah.
Like the ones I think I hate the most are like the full-on mouth sounds, just like getting in the mic and like moving your mouth around.
Mouth sounds are pretty awful.
Especially when they call it wet mouth.
Yeah. Ah, damn it. Vivi went into trance after I cast a spell. Also, that was a I should not have sent Amaranth to hit Zidane, but oh well.
But that one that I sent, she's just weirdly pleasant and like the least sexual and creepy. Like she's just like because a lot of the like speaking ones end up being kind of creepy and like a little bit sexual.
Yeah.
But she's just like hanging out in front of the mic and it's not.
I just not enough for the gag at wet mouth sounds phrase alone.
Yeah, I can't deal with the.
Oh, well, I hit Zidane for no reason because he woke up suddenly. Oh well. It's fine. It's dead. He doesn't get hit. We're good. Peridot. So, two enemies are duking it out. Why just leave them and finish off the winner? My money's on Kuja.
Like the keyboard clacky videos.
Foolish Brawn. Your prize cannons are useless against the spawn of the mist. Even a fool like you knows there's only one path you can take, right? Stupid elephant lady. Why do you hesitate? No, she's just very ugly.
That's so mean.
Very well. I'll make the first move. She's also like bluish. I'll give you a clean target. You can't miss. Silver Dragon, descend. Emerit's right. Let's split before we get dragged in. No, I cannot. Let anything happen to my mother. Dagger? Zidane, I need to save her. Dagger? She extracted Eidolons from you and started a war. I still don't want her to die.
The wrong voice.
That's roughly what I've been doing the whole time, love.
No, it was more of like a.
It's as close as it's gonna get.
You can't get me used to somebody's voice and then change it. That's
I'm
gonna fuck with me.
I've changed a lot of their voices randomly and gotten slightly off because I have a few voices and that's it, and I'm not great at it. And I could sit and work for a long time, but then we would stay on this game for the next 3 months. Or I can move forward with rough voices.
And you gave her an evil sound.
She's angry. But she didn't care one bit whether you lived or died. You don't have to call her mother anymore. She's my only mother. I don't care if you don't understand. Echo, you said there was an Eidolon in prison near here, right? Mm-hmm, yeah. Please, tell me where. That's a long way down. The place with lots of roots. That's it. There, I see it. Dagger, don't go alone. Sudden fight. I will say, one thing I'm glad about this game, especially over 7, is while I love the materia system, and how like customizable it is. Fuck me, I hated whenever there was a party switch. It became immediately like just such a stressful thing of now I have to redo my entire inventory to continue playing the game. The materia system was very cumbersome long term. This is turning into quite the show. Anyone can get emotional at a time like this. Give her a break. So Dane, let's go. Dagger's in danger all by herself. Yeah, let's go after her. There's a Moogle there. I turn back around. There's a Moogle.
Wait.
No letters for him. Wait, email. The miss is gone. Is this a blessing or a curse? Let's save, Kubo. Oh, goodness. That came out of fucking nowhere. Let's just give him the old Fenrir. Oh, I forgot that Vivi just has like auto regen on. I can't put auto reflect on him because I'll have the reflect thing for Do I have it? She just mastered her last ability on that ruby, I think. Yeah. Reflect Null is actually something she needs eventually, but we'll give her the Phoenix. Another summon would be good for her to have. Oh wait, I need to put the sleepless thing on everyone because we're getting knocked out right now. Get rid of Mug because we can lose that little bit of damage it does. To yeah, that's it. That'd be good. Insomniac. Oh, let's see. I need to make sure everyone has that can has Insomniac. Give Loudmouth as well, just to be safe. Apparently have, oh, he does have Insomniac as a thing. Because these big Mistodons have a big old sleep attack. I'm tired of being put to sleep. It's a long run down to finally get chased. Perfect, not to worry about that at all. Holy shit, okay, so one crit from Amaranth is just an instant kill apparently. I need to give an ether to Vivi, because Vivi is very low on mana. Was teaching him Man-Eater? The bandana is still teaching him things. Perfect. Sense the Eidolon's power, and that I can finally save my mother. Please help me. Wait, this is a dragon. Is this Bahamut? Please tell me this is Bahamut. Maybe it's Shinryu. Received Aquamarine. No. I can't save my mother with this Eidolon. Dagger, what's wrong? Can't you free it? No, I have it, but I sense it's a great Eidolon, but I don't believe it. This is a legendary sea serpent, Leviathan. Leviathan? An Eidolon who wipes out its enemies with a huge tidal wave. I'm sorry, Dagger. It's not your fault, but my mother's still in danger. Isn't Her Majesty ready yet? All remaining ammunition was spent on her last wave of monsters. Next wave will chew us up unless we pull out now.
Pull out.
Not a decision. Get back to your post, soldier. What's that one glowy black mage at the front? It's just the fire beside him. It's your mom. Your Majesty, the Black Mages have completed their preparations. Oh, he's the one that's going to cast the big spell. That insolent whelp. Now I can finish him off. Your heads. You currently have the brain cell. Enjoy sharing the brain cell. Ken, Draconic Seedling, Bahamut King of Dragons. She has Bahamut. That makes more sense. That is a very good design for Bahamut, though. Gosh, seeing 3D rendered proper Kuja. I know that this Bahamut has no eyes. Just horns, no eyes. Didn't look like it in the design, but maybe they're under the horns.
The horns are the eyes.
Oh! Some blood.
Eyes are at the end of the horn. Like Gary.
Heard stories. Never thought summoning could be so powerful. They flex their animation ussy, damn. Like, even now these animations are decent. It is wild to think these were on a PlayStation 1. Like, this game came out in 1999. That is absurd. And fit on a CD. Not a DVD, a CD. And this was back when, like, a lot of 3D animation like that was pretty proprietary and owned by, a lot of it was owned by Pixar. I think that 99 would have been before Disney merged with Pixar fully. Or bought out Pixar more than anything. So Dane's after their power. Better watch out. Wow. Well, now we can win. Mother won't have to die. Echo, don't you think? What's wrong? Mog, she's terrified. That was the wrong voice, but oh well. How come? Plot twist, Mother still has to die. Don't you know? That's the last Eidolon. Bahamut the Dragon King. He'll win for sure. Blood. Excellent, Bahamut. Power, mobility. You truly are the best. You even hurt me a little. And you, Bron. Your tragic role in this drama now comes to an end. I'm sure you'll enjoy the second act from your soul's hellish prison, since the stage will be your former home. Final act will take us away from Gaia, and I will kill my nemesis with my own hand. Everything is going according to plan. Hey, fuck. You just turn Bahamut on her. Oh yeah, there are. The eyes are like on the sides of the head, and I think underneath the horns. Oh yeah, she dead. Oh, Mother is dead. I was joking. To be fair, she was a warmongering, basically fascist dictator, like, didn't think it'd be fresh trauma for Dagger. I don't know why Bahamut attacked the one who summoned him. We found Queen Braun on the beach, next to her escape pod. She could hardly move. I thought she'd come to a stop any second. Oh, this is Vivi. I hate Kuja a lot. I hate Braun too. So much that I wanted this to happen to her. I should be happy, but once I saw Dagger start to cry, I didn't know how I should feel.
I
kind of wanted to cry too. To be fair, he's a soulless vessel. His defect is the fact that he has a soul. Like, he, unlike the rest of them, has self-awareness and an amount of a soul. I can hear my daughter's voice. Yes, Mother, I'm here. Right here. I'm empty now. Free. Free of that terrible greed. Her hair is a bit haystacky. Haystack pigtails. Mother. I haven't felt this way since I saw that play with you and your father. At Alexandria down the path of ruin. The people will be happier with you on the throne. Blech. Blech.
Why?
Did that sound? It's a running joke in Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Anytime someone dies and has a speech before they die, they'll end it with bleh, and then just die. Like they'll have a speech, because in Dragon Ball Z there's very much a thing of having a dying speech or some dying words, and in that one every single one ends with bleh. Back to Alexandria on Queen Braun's escape pod. We also brought Dagger's mother with us. So yeah, the one that was saying that I wanted her to die and now I don't know how to feel is the black mage that was created to be a tool of war, has a soul, and like has a year to live because that's the average lifespan of them before they just die. And so is very much questioning his existence, and the only reason he exists is because of her, who made him and all of his brothers effectively to be soldiers, and that's it. Disposable soldiers with no souls. So he has reason to hate her. This way, Princess Tot. Or this way, that's not Princess Tot. This is Dr. Tot. Oh, Steiner's back. Steiner. Beatrix. How horrible that her life had to end this way. I still can't believe all that has happened. Disposable soldiers. Princess, it was my... No. What was it? No, it was my fault. That's roughly what Steiner's voice was. It's been a month, and his voice changed the most. It changed at whim. I think we settled on more of that kind of Kronk Patrick Warburton kind of like dumb sounding voice. I think that's where it landed. Thank you. Thank both of you. I must now carry the burden of ruling Alexandria alone. Both of you please help me during this time. My time of need. Yes, Princess. Certainly. Thank you.
That sounds painful.
What, talking like this?
Yeah.
Oh, no, not at all. I can talk down like this all I want. Doesn't really bother me whatsoever. Not perfectly Warburdeny, but it's close enough. Princess, here's a wreath of roses, your mother's favorite. The townspeople sent it as an offering for the Queen's grave. True, Queen Braun had been acting quite erratic before her death. But the people are still very fond of her, as you can see. I love that he has like a plague doctor's mask, but it's just his nose. He's not actually wearing a mask, that just is his face. Exactly. Mother. I shall become a great queen. Ah, the music. Also, these cutscenes are why this game is 4 discs. They're really pushing what you could do on a PlayStation 1. Princess, we've arrived at the castle. Be a princess for much longer, Dr. Tot. Indeed. I shall have to call you Queen Garnet after the coronation. And make preparations for the crowning of our new queen. General Beatrix, Master Steiner, will you help her? His voice is significantly more painful than Steiner's. Princess, please watch your step. Dr. Tot. Still the worst, voice for a character choice I've ever made. Was both the best and the worst choice, which was Ratook's. Talking like this so much starts to really hurt after a while. Oh, yeah. Oh, horrible. Princess. No matter how hard this must be, but I'll be by your side. Please take the throne with full confidence. And that isn't fully how I did Ratook's originally. I don't think I could fully... It was like that, but I think even more guttural in a way that was really bad. I don't want to try and push to get to it again. I know as we would do sessions, I would slowly lose his voice more and more. Till he eventually just started kind of talking more like this. There was a lot less pushing and a lot less gravel and a lot easier.
Yeah, I imagine that would be...
This is much easier. I can keep this up pretty well. 3 more days until the crowning of a new queen. That was a little Patrick-y. What a day!
It is a little bad.
Ain't seen each other in ages. Why the sour puss, partner? What happened? Maybe that dagger chick dumped him. Bingo! Ain't like you at all, Zidane. Hey, Ruby. Heard you started a mini theater. That's right, darling. My plays are a hit. Cool. Let's go watch. Yeah. All right, cowboys. Zidane, you ain't coming, are ya? That's all right, darling. Come on over whenever you want. Let's go, boys.
Let's go, boy.
The only one to use drastic... No one else in our campaign used any kind of voice. Like, Kai, a little bit to differentiate between his two characters. But just a wee bit. He softened his voice a bit, and that was really it. I was the only one that went for a voice. And I was a giant 8-foot lion man.
Yeah, it would have been funnier if you...
Yeah.
I'm a lion man.
I'm a little lion man. Watch out, I'ma get you.
Wait, why did that sound like that creepy old dude from the cartoon show?
Joe. Oh, from Family Guy.
I love that you mostly did the O in his voice. Oh. Yeah, from Family Guy.
Yeah. It's not whistly enough.
Yeah.
I can't do the whistles that are in that. Old Greg's a little more down here. What are you doing in my waters? You're not fishing, are you? You're lying. What's this hook doing in my hair? It's attached to your rod, mother liquor. Like Bailey's? Ever drink Bailey's from a shoe? I love the Mighty Boosh.
So uncomfortable.
Both that episode, the Crack Fox, and Nanny Geddon are by far the 3 of my favorites. I'm a foxy man. The entire, it's about a fox from a small town that moves to the big city. At least it really only ever knew the old, here's the thing. The old Greg bit makes sense in the episode in context. And that's terrifying. Nanny Geddon is where they use a book to try and summon a demon to impress two goth chicks, and end up just summoning this old grandma. But like, and she wanders off, and they kick her, and they, you know, the girls leave. They kick the grandma out. Then it turns out she's like one of the highest level demons to exist, and just goes around killing people with like knitting needles. And at one point, just like knits a scarf at somebody, and it flies out with just sitting there screaming, wraps him up, and she starts throwing the knitting needles into him to kill him. It's ridiculous. And the Crack Fox is all about a fox that's from a small town, likes music, and goes to the city to make it big, but ends up getting too into dancing at gay bars and gets addicted to drugs because he likes the rave life. He now just lives in a pile of trash and has a hand made of syringes. It's horrific. I don't even remember what his goal was, but he was just a fox that lived in the trash. You know, like, what I remember from is, I'm a foxy man. This way, everyone. The Mighty Boosh is weird. Oops, sorry. Oh? Hey, Vivi. Hello. I haven't seen you since you left Alexandria Castle. How are you? Well, a lot of things happened, but I'm doing fine. How about you? What have you been doing since we left the castle? Me? Let's see. It's been crazy since you guys escaped. Rusty, that rat chick, Freya, and... what's her face? That girl general of Alexandria. Beatrix.
Beatrix?
Oh yeah, the three of them got totally worked. Marcus and I had to carry him out on our backs. No, Marcus! Gotta get going before Ruby gets mad at us again. Oh yeah, she hates it when we're late. Sorry, Vivi. See you later. I just wonder Alexandria is Vivi. I can't. Active time. I love the active time events, and it's something that I wish more of the Final Fantasy games would, or just other roleplay games would add. I think it adds so much to the character of all the characters for having such a wide cast of, like, see what they're doing. It splits the party up a lot in, like, the towns like this, and you get to see what they're getting up to. And to me, that just makes more sense, and it makes it feel like it's everyone has a part in the story, more so than most games. And everyone is their own character doing their own thing, not just walking together in a crowd of 8. Been a long time, been a long time. It's been a while. Where have you been? You were worried. Sorry, I've been training. Training? Yeah, training. Training for what? Tell us. Every time they talk, watch. It was... oh, they stopped. Right. Every other time they talk like this. So fun to run around. I'm going to play against an experienced card player. Oh, then let's play some cards. Let's lose every good card we had to this random ass kid. Ooh, the trolls were dropping really good cards. Oh good, I hate going first. Let's see. I put this here because I can't actually use it anywhere. Oh, we're gonna clean sweep him. We're taking every single one of his cards, and I want none of them. Rematch him, because if we rematch him, he should get better cards. Or maybe he won't get better cards at all. But this is our weakest one, so we'll take it with that. Oh, alright, we took all his cards again. So we just beat up a kid for free. Welcome. Nothing we need here. Artemicon. Ooh, it's a purple Moogle. The Cheshire Cat Moogle. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. Hey, Slitskin, long time no see. Hey, Adamicon, why's your coat look so shiny? Well, it's none of my business. Listen, have you been delivering mail properly? Of course I have. You sure that you delivered all my mail to my friends? Of course I did. You sent out 4. What about the other 2? Fly high. Because he was like sounding like his words were nervous. He's like, of course I delivered the letters. Sent out all 4 of them. There was a lot of dots in the first bit of them. Dane's done himself in this time. Yeah. But think about it. Never been in a serious relationship before. He doesn't even know what to do with himself right now. Oh, and he's in love with the queen. You think it'd work out? I'm sure he thought about that a lot. He's in turmoil. Looks so depressed. Yeah. Well, this is something he needs to deal with head on. Gonna make him stronger. You'll see. You mean reserved a room at 100 gil for 3 nights? No, it's actually 100 gil per night. I chose this inn because I heard it was 100 gil for 3 nights. Here, just pay the 300 gil and stay at this inn. It's coronation week, so the rate is actually 120 gil per night. What? What kind of business are you running here? That sounds pretty average for like an inn. Having such a scene. I'm so embarrassed right now. That's not that bad. Thanks, you're very kind. Fair enough. Run past them because I don't want to go in there. My kitten Mittens ran away. At walking up on the bank up there. Donations rebuild Lindblom. Your 1 gil donation helps the people of Lindblom return to their daily lives. Lindblom Aid Association. Ah, there's the Moogles. Delivered a letter to me from far away. Let's read it. Even Moogles want to look beautiful. These are my special item very carefully. I come across it very often. It's very special to me. Oh yeah, it's a letter from Morika. Beautiful Moogle in the world. What a pleasant surprise. I am Edimacon, the Moognet Mailman. Magnet Mailman. You want to deliver mail properly? I can't tell you. Thanks, buddy. Use money for my next journey. Think about how to get the mist disappeared. I need more traveling to find the answer. I'll kill you. The server of the new Queen's Coronation Festival. What was the chef cook for Princess Garnet's birthday party would come back? Let's see what now. I've been considering piloting airships. You just said Lindblom invented an airship that can fly without the mist. Can you believe that? They'll let me go in the airship when I go to Lindblom. You know anything about the regent's wife? Okay then. Everything no. He says his wife is a very stubborn woman. That's all he had to say. Been traveling since the last I see you in a while. I haven't seen you in a while. Mad at me again. I'm gonna calm her down. But then again, Sid's wife did... I don't remember why. Oh, it's because he spent too much time with his airship that she turned him into a bug and then stole his airship and flew away. That's why he's a Nublau, which is basically like a cockroach. You're here to see the new Queen too. Nothing's happened during Queen Bronze's reign, but overall it was a good time for us. Was it so much of those actions? Hot damn. Oh yeah. Like, that's, you know, a strong opinion right there of like, you know what? This is how I feel about that. I'll turn you into a cockroach and then steal your ship that you love so much. Fuck off. Look alike, but inside we're very different. There's strange men hanging around my shop. Just buy a fuckload of pinwheels because I can throw them. No, I don't have a twist headband. I think I have a brigandine. I feel like I have plate armor. It's like that's a thing that I have. My second one of those in case. I have mithril. I have the mithril, so we go there. Joe's trying to figure out like what do I have, what do I not have. I'm open today.
Why weren't you at elf practice?
Era, welcome in. Also, Era, why weren't you at elf practice? What happened? We missed you at elf practice. Why weren't you there? How could you miss out on elf practice? Sorry, you lost your... oh, I'm sorry. Sorry you missed out on your invite. We'll make sure another one gets sent out your way immediately. But yeah. If you don't have an invitation, how you remember to come to elf practice? It's secretive. Yeah, it's not a secret society, but it's a secretive society. Secretive, like it's, you know, everyone knows it exists, but it's secretive what happens at the society. Ara again. Oh, very nice. At least for a short while. I will most likely stay as my Viera at least for a good while. But I do like, it was very fun, like me and Annie got to make the Viera together, which I really enjoyed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Slut Bunny.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Era? Are you doing more Final Fantasy things now, or just relaxing for the evening? A slunny. A slut bunny. Alright, so what do these even have on them? Twist Headbun has Gamble Defense and Add Status. Oh, nice. Right now, I'm not sure. What is the Ruby Weapon mount? I don't even know what the Shadowbringers mounts are, actually. I know Stormblood are the foxes, the Kitsunes. Which I very much want to get. Demi. Oh my god. The black belt teaches Demi. Ooh, dragons sound good. Stormbloods are fiery doggos. As soon as we get it for all 7. That's like one thing I do want to work on eventually is I want all of the Stormblood mounts. I really like them. Whoever is all 7, you get a giant... Ooh. We like giant metallic dragon. How hard are the Stormblood ones now? Hell yeah. Like, I have a feeling they're probably now at a point where we could do them with like a couple people. Easy. Hell yeah. Once the holidays calm down, I might just have to like take a Saturday to like link up with some people that also need them. We'll just knock them out. Some we need more than others. I'd imagine Shinryu takes a few. I remember that fight just in general being a bit of a bitch. Gosh, I played Stormblood. I got to that like when it came out, and that fight was so fucking hard. Wouldn't have thought we needed more than 4 for any of them. Oh, yeah, especially because we can undersize them. I'm at level 9. I have my level 90 Red Mage, which Red Mage makes them a little bit easier. Having the Res Mage. Someone's trying to play a mean trumpet. Like, if it's like me, you, Hurt, Bunny, we'll be good. It's so big.
Big.
Big. Oh my. What a gigantic house. Gotta see the inside. You cook good food. Hey. Something smells delicious. You hungry? You're very hungry? You unbearably hungry? I don't think I ever finished the Heavensward mounts now that I think about it. I did. Too bad. Oh gosh. I know I did all of the Realm Reborn ones, and I was working on the Heavensward ones, but it hit a point that I couldn't do them alone anymore, and I just never went back. I don't mind. Oh, hey, let's start. Wait, I'm racing now. Say go. Press Y and A alternatively. Actually, the most recent two need to get back. Gosh, it's so hard with the recent ones, though, too, just because you actually have to try. Always so slow. I'm so fast. Vivi wins. Good job. What if I do this another again? I wonder if something happens. Or the thing that you can do and it has no bearing on anything. Or if I let him win if something happens. His name is Hippal. I'm really fast now thanks to you. Oh no. His name is Hippal, the hippo. Got Paul in his name. Work on D&Ds. Ooh. What D&D thing are you working on? I need to actually start working at some point on my character's backstory and like writing it down so I can give it to my DM. Like I've given him the rough of it in voice with everyone else, but like I need to like write things out and then talk with the guy that are we have like combined backstories slightly. We have a meeting point that we've been traveling for a bit together. Hey man, we're working a few encounters. Ooh, hell yes. What kind of setting are you running? You're doing like just straight like Forgotten Realms or something like Eberron or Dragonlance? Hell yeah. So what kind of, so it's for your own, is like a fantasy setting, fantasy with something technology, like what kind of setting have you made? Where's myself? Great sign for it. Friends of the man sitting at the table. He is friends with the mini theater. The theater was started by the last owner of this bar and a girl named Ruby. Oh yeah, fantasy setting. Hell yes, I am ready for a wall of text. The campaign we're about to do is set in Eberron, a few years after the war ends, and there's an event in Eberron called the Morning, and that's what 3 of our characters have based our stories around the Morning. My character saw a sign in the stars that he believes foretold that a great disaster was coming, and then the next day the morning happened. Mark's character died in the city a few days before the morning, and then woke up as a reborn, resurrected, and the town was gone, destroyed, and noticed that he was still alive and doesn't really know what happened. My character would have found Marks when he traveled, when he heard what happened, to basically go see it. 'Cause he's like, I saw a sign and I know something was happening, and this great disaster happened. And then another character is like a researcher, scientist type, is just researching in the morning to try and figure out what happened, since no one really knows exactly what happened. But I also loosely base my character off of Orianje. He's a lunar sorcerer and obsessed with the stars and fate. you just do me a favor? Oh, what is it? Did you see Ruby's play with us? Sure, I like plays. Ooh. Right on the staircase behind us, where Ruby's theater is. So the party started in the markets of Valus, the capital city of a human empire. Valus is the only area in the empire which is controlled directly by the royal family. Other regions, or cantons, are controlled by noble families directly. It's not a typical monarchy, though, as the nobles call on a council on each other to appoint the next monarch. It has to be someone from the royal line. Basically, Saigur is very much the human empire. They're half-elves who are treated like garbage. It's very fun to have those kind of things built in, because then, like, if your characters make a half-elf, you get that, like, you know, that struggle that comes into it constantly. Bro. I do like, though, like, having it's like a constitutional monarchy in a sense. Where, like, they're electing effectively a president king, but it has to be a royal to be elected. Like, you know, I hate when you're late. How many times I gotta tell you? Huh? Who are you? Strange, kinda. Hey, Vivi. You a friend of yours, Cena? Hello, Uncle Cena. I'm not old enough to be your uncle.
Cena? Like John?
John Cena! And his name is John Cena! I love that meme in its prime. I'm so fucking glad it's dead. I hated opening up things and just getting John Cena'd. Like, that was so much worse than being Rickrolled ever was. Because it was always so loud, and like half the time they push it up to be distorted and bad. Oh, it's almost 8:30. Can you feed the puppies, please? I think that you made that noise into the mic and made a point to mute it after you had finished your noise. Party started at the Valus Market. There was an assassination attempt on the guard captain of Valus. They found out it was due to a bunch of racial tension. They didn't find out before dealing with assassinations, though. Now the result of the assassination attempt, the humans... I thought any element of the half-elf resistance. Oh, shit. I'm assuming they joined the half-elves, right? Or did your party just go full race and go, yeah, fuck the half-elves. I can't believe they tried to kill our guard captain. Just accidentally end up with like a fascist party. Yeah, basically a lot of this mini campaign, mini campaigns like 10 sessions each in the same world. It's all about racial tensions. Hell yeah. I love that. That is a lot better undertones than half the things I've written when I've ran things, but I've mostly ran one-shots and like a few short-ish campaigns. Usually like I end up pulling from movies and media half the time. The most recent one-shot I ran that I need to finish, actually, because it became a two-shot, is heavily inspired by a mix of Little Shop of Horrors, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and Something Wicked This Way Comes. It's set in a creepy carnival. Someone above us just died. Yeah. Honestly, it sounded almost like a chair falling over or something. Like a rolly chair.
That would have been way louder.
That's true. But it was a creepy carnival that was ran by, like, just some odd carnies that were all podlings for a body taker plant, and it used the carnival to draw people in and eat them. And it basically grabs them, pops them into a pod, dissolves them, and then makes a podling clone of them that's psychically linked to the hive mind. So we left off, the party's like standing, they figured out what's going on, and they're standing at the body taker plant ready to fight it. Yeah, a bunch of ideas planned. Campaign 1 is going to be based on socio-political events, you know. Maybe more high fantasy stuff. Like, well, the overarching campaign is called Skyheart. It means something that they don't know yet. Ooh. Please let it be please be an airship. I don't know if you have any of your players in here, so you can't say it. But I hope it's either dragons or an airship. How long has it been to be able to play? I was reacting to Era. It's been a while. I'm kind of hoping that after Christmas we'll be able to get together and finish that one shot. House divided. 20 points for guessing, 10 points for the partial answer. Oh gosh. House divided. I mean, I know it's off the saying, you know, house divided falls in amongst itself, but airships, yeah, the airships are cool, and I'll probably have something for that at some point. It's neither of those things. I honestly don't know, because all I can think of is the saying of a house divided will fall in amongst itself, so I'm thinking Civil War, which I know is incorrect. Also, I've been wanting to table this mini and just haven't yet. But I have my airship mini that I painted. Won't stay on its fucking base. In here right now, but it's possible they could be halfway. That's very true. I know Hurt. Let me put this down. Was playing with you at one point, so there's a good chance about Hurt being in if you're trying to hide things from him. There it is. Can't any details about it, but the ancients call it the Eraska. Oh gosh. Eraskaya. There we go. Good grief. I'm just calling you Era that I'm not used to trying to process how to say your proper username. So I'm guessing with it being both part of your username, then this is something you've been working on for a very long time and writing in. I'm younger than I look. You're a funny one. I like you. Want to see my play, little fella? Oh, yeah. Oh, what a sweetie. I like you even more. Get rolling in a minute. Sit wherever you want. The way I had the idea that I thought I'd be in my world. Ah, gotcha. Still though, it fits well. It's a very fantasy name. And very good for using something like that. Eraskaya was going to be my name of the continent, you know. Now it's something that, well, I can't talk about. Hell yes. We love the evolving things. That's like, in the one shot that I ran for everyone, like, it was originally going to be a one shot, and then we talked about making a short campaign, and I don't think that's happening, but like, I have plans for it to be a short campaign. Asher's updating Gerblins with game announcements. You'll see a lot of notifications from there. Ooh, hell yes. Actually, I want to go peek over at that right now. Hades 2 announced, Only Man's update. Also, hell yes, Hades 2. I really hope we get an Elden Ring DLC. I know that like they put the free update out for the Colosseums, but I hope we get like a proper PvE DLC. The Street Fighter 6 is coming. Oh boy. That looks fucking weird. Dead Cells return to Castlevania DLC? Holy shit. It's okay. So Era, if you want to hide everything, if you do ! Seppuku, all your messages will get deleted immediately. You can seppuku your messages right now. Or I can just time you out for a second and it'll go away. Fair enough. I think your plan worked. Ain't nothing to it. Like, we'll talk later though. Busted. me and Anthony been talking about, we both want to play more D&D. It's just finding time, and I want to. You are not allowed this honor, Killy. Oh, hell yes. Okay, I won't verbally say it. I normally try and read out everything. I won't read it out. I will just react nonchalantly. Steiner.
Yes, princess.
I'd like you to find Zidane and talk to him.
Princess, you have more important matters at hand. You live in a different world now.
This might take a while to show up in chat, so we're gonna okay, I follow. I'll keep a good eye then. Oh, what's happening here? Princess, is it time for you to get changed? You know Beatrix, will you help her? Yes, sir. Oh, there's something I must give you, Princess. Received opal, received topaz, amethyst. Those are stones containing your power, which Queen Bron forcibly... Well, that's all in the past. Master Steiner, you intend to stay here and watch?
No, I'm not. Excuse me.
Beatrix, I'd like to see Zidane, please. Now may not be a good time. Even you agree with Steiner. Your Highness. I know, it's okay. Oh. I saw it. I did not have time to read it. Here we go. Now I can see it. I got it now. We're good. I had to go to my deleted messages. Ooh, hell yes. I love that. I love that so much. I love shit like that. That's so good. I'm glad. I will say, just when it comes to like the god stuff like that, I wish I could have seen a bit more, but I'm glad that my character in the last yes, that's a mod feature. So I had to go turn it on because I had it off in this browser, but as a mod you can turn on, you can see deleted messages. That way you can know like what's going on. Because technically seppuku works by timing you out for 30 seconds. I am Sauron. Like, that's why if you look at some people, you can see they've been timed out a lot. Like, I think if we look at Hurt has 99 plus timeouts. So, like, if someone just looked at it, it's like, damn, he's been timed out a lot. No, he's seppuku'd a lot. I'll have to... I have some beats that were written for that campaign that, like, I truly... honestly, I don't think it's happening, so I might just share them eventually, because I like the idea of it. But, like, I genuinely don't think it's happening at all. Like, I don't think I have the time to properly write it out the way it deserves to be. I just have vague ideas. And, like, coordinating all the schedules that need to happen to make that campaign happen is rough. And I know Ren has a world fleshed out that they've written a lot more in and are a lot more excited in than like my kind of cobbled together story I'd put together. The dagger out of the picture. Now's my chance to win Zidane's heart. First, I'll write him a love letter. I'm gonna make it the most romantic letter ever written. See, I've tried to write things a lot, and I have such a hard time putting the words on paper. I love having ideas. I've had so many ideas, and I flesh them out. When it comes to putting them down into words, I can't do it. Like, put myself down for it. I mean, what you've said here is amazing, and I love it. I almost need I need to work with someone that can properly write, and I can just throw my ideas and stories at them and let them make it into words that make sense for people to read. What is... There we go. Main stuff was an important one. Like, here's an idea for a one-shot I've had. I'm just going to throw this out there into the ether. Feel free to steal it and use it as an encounter or use it as a little subplot or something. But it's something that, like, I want to do. I don't think I'll ever take the time to actually properly run it. Or even write it out fully. I had it, like, half written in text. So... it takes place on it starts off in a seaside town. The kind of rumors you could give to send someone there, because I was trying to write this out as like a modular one shot that could be added to any world, is kind of what I was trying to write. So you could give them rumors that this, like, you know, kind of touristy town has been having, you know, problems. Or you could send them with the rumors of that they have some of the most delicious fish in the world that you can only get in this town. And so if that's going to hook your players, or hook that they've been, you know, hitting hard times lately, and are looking to pay adventure or anyone that will come and help solve their problems. Some nice hooks. When you get there, you find out that They kind of like pull you in, like, look, if you'll agree to help, we'll tell you what's going on fully, because they're low on fish. And the mayor will pull them aside, or just someone in power, and tell them that the secret is that they don't actually catch the fish in the town. That's a bit of a lie. They actually import the fish from an island a few miles off coast. But recently, they've stopped getting ships from the island. They've tried to go out to it, and they can't, like... they seem to get, like, ships seem to just get lost and turned back around and end up back at the port, or just never come back at all. So they're looking for anyone that can maybe navigate their way out to it and find what's wrong with the island. Your party goes out. I've written some boat things that may or may not matter. It doesn't really, just get to the island. When they get to the island, they find the dock is in shambles. It looks like it hasn't been upkept in years. Like, it's rotted out. It's moss has grown over it, barnacles. Like, everything looks like it's aged and just decayed for hundreds, if not 1,000 years. When they get into the town, they find it the same way. It's overgrown with jungle and moss. And they're greeted by myconolids, giant mushroom people that were never mentioned before. They learn from the mushroom people, that the myconolids, that they've been living there for at least 700 years, and they don't know anything about a fishing deal with anyone. Something they've never heard of. So they can, you know, talk with them, try and kind of figure out what's going on. They find destroyed remnants of a town that looks like they've mostly overgrown and lived it, but some places they can, you know, search around, find details where it seems like, you know, the parts that are left are just kind of frozen in time. Eventually, they might, you know, if they press the myconolids and talk with them some, they'll let them know, you know, if they really want to know something, they could ask the wizard that's lived on the island for as long as they have. And then when they ask, they've been there for 7 years. Well, we have stories from him forever, but we haven't seen him in a while. And go out to a wizard tower that is outside the Myconolid, mushroom village. Once they, make their way through it, realize that they are not welcome very quickly, make their way through some traps, make their way through some fights to find that the wizard that they're talking about is actually a very powerful lich that has frozen this island basically in a bubble of time where one day outside the island is 100 years inside that time bubble. So, time moves very differently within there. So he, about 10 days ago, which is when the last time they got any kind of fish coming in, cast a spell that trapped the town, and he's been siphoning the life energy into a special phylactery that will keep him young forever. And so he started off by time trapping it and then siphoning all of the souls of the original denizens, and has continued to suck the life out of the town to become a more and more powerful lich. So big fight ensues. It's a lich, obviously. After they kill him, they can nose around a bit. If they could kill him and leave, everything's done. They could also break the spell so that it moves at a normal time again. But if they'll nose around his notes and the device that stopped time for the island, or kind of put it in a time stasis thing, they can figure out with some Arcana checks how to reverse it, so that basically they can put the time back to how it's supposed to be and return the island to its state 1,000 years ago. But that will kill off all the Myconolids that now live there. They'll basically never exist and go back, but the people will return to the island. So you leave your players with the moral conundrum of saving the island and putting it back to how it originally was, and trade can flow back with the original town, but you'll kill all the mushroom people, or you can leave it as it is and let it be this weird time vacuum, or destroy it, leaving the time as if they just choose to destroy the device outright. Time will start flowing regularly again, but the Myconolid people will continue to live on the island. And maybe you can strike a deal with them to sell fish to them. Sounds good. I will do my best. That's kind of rambly version of it, because I don't have any notes in front of me, and that's all from memory, but that's like the vibe. Well, as fuck, I do love moral choices. I feel like a lot of my campaign right now doesn't really have that, because the half-elves are way more sympathetic to me. Plus that, or more half-elves or middle ground. That's fair. Like, I think there's room for both. Like, I like that this is clearly the right moral choice, but also you're giving them the, like, if you have a revolution of sorts or a resistance, it's the right moral choice to side with them, but you might have to do some morally gray things for the right outcome, Like assassination. Assassination is a kind of evil thing, but against the right person becomes more morally gray. That's still a moral choice. It's just the choice is less half-elves or humans and more militancy or pacifism. Yeah. Like, they're choosing to help this group of oppressed people, but they're going to have to get their hands dirty and do some things to help them, Yeah, that's like a one-shot / like short campaign side story that I had the idea of that I will probably never fully flesh out and use, but anyone that has now heard it, feel free to steal from it and do things with it. Love you. I'll go and mention there's something possibly triggering about my campaign. Vaguely, yes. Let's see. I had to refresh myself. So I remember you sent me a message, and it has definitely left a lot in my head. Because a lot has happened in last minute. Okay, there's a lot of this again. Players can basically stop. Oh, yes. Here we go. Yeah. I just saw catching back through. I forgot about that part of it. But I mean, that's it's both, a real world parallel that would happen in a fantasy world like that, in a sense, especially if they are specifically against the half elves. Queen, fight the burden on Princess Garnet. Yeah, it's all sorts of plans as well. You remember the royal family is a half-elf, which never happens. He's very much hidden from the public life. Adrian Duval. I feel that's such a fun angle for half-elf, and it's a common one, like kind of bastard / bastard noble. That's in the last campaign that I was in that was supposed to happen that fell apart quickly. I played a half-elf who was a noble. He was the bastard son of the king of a small town, like a small small city. It was a port city up in the north. I literally forget the name of the city now because it fell apart so long ago. That left because he was not welcome. Like, basically was told to get out. You're not a member of this family. Sailed on a ship for a bit as a deckhand before getting word from his uncle that if he makes a name for himself, can go out and basically become someone of importance, that he could be reinstated with the family. So he leaves his ship that he's been serving on, joins the Paladin Order, is schmoozing with the nobles in the nearby town of Baldur's Gate, because we were playing in the normal normal Forgotten Realms world, and is trying to make a name for himself. That's what he tells everyone. He is actually just a half-elf farmer's son. What you say? It'd been 2 minutes, by the way. He's actually just a farmer's son, not a bastard in the slightest. His family owned a large plot of very nice farmland right outside the city that he says he's the noble from. And the very corrupt, baron / king, we went back and forth on it, I don't remember where we landed, wanted his family's land for a tournament ground. He wanted a personal tournament ground that he could come and watch some, knights fight and have a good time. His family didn't want to give up their farmland, obviously. It led to a duel between his dad and the Baron. His dad cut him across the face with a sword. The Baron got angry and ordered all of his knights to kill everyone there and take the land. My character fled as fast as he could. He took the family warhammer that was hanging above the fireplace that had been passed down through generations, that was kind of like a bit of a family symbol they would use, they were all militiamen when they needed to be, from back through the ages, and ran to the ports and made up a story of why he needed to leave and got on a ship. Claimed to be the bastard son, claimed all of it, got on a ship and ran. Lived on a ship for a few years, and then had kind of a realization of, I could live on the ship for the rest of my life, but I'm never going to be able to get revenge here. How can I get close to him? And then had the realization, if I become a noble, he'll have to give me an audience. So he joins the Paladin Order to become something of importance. And he has a bunch of falsified documents. He's been schmoozing with nobles in Baldur's Gate, which is true. But a lot of what he's been doing is a lot of sneaky, underhanded deals, a lot of, falsifying documents to write himself into important people's wills so that he will get inheritance when they die, and is kind of setting himself up in a nest egg so that he can come with some wealth and show off and make a name for himself. So he's a like sneaky backstabby paladin, specifically an Oath of Vengeance paladin. Of noble in my campaign, sort of. His house has fallen out of favor in recent years. Valsar has his own political eccentricities. They're kind of moving out of having nobility in favored houses. Ah, I like that. Being in a fantasy world where like the noble houses are kind of leaving. Like we're getting away from the monarchy. But that's like a really fun time in a setting because that means that there's going to be a lot of unrest. There are going to be people that still like the monarchy. You know, very much pull from modern day UK, obviously. Of the people that really like the monarchy, the people that are ready for the monarchy to end and the nobles to end. I like that a lot. Yeah, I hate that character had to die because I really enjoyed playing like a sneaky backstabby paladin. Like, he was basically a rogue paladin. A rogadin. I like that part of the setting, though, a lot. I've never thought about running anything like that and, like, what that would do in a world. But that's really interesting and fun. He looks pretty smart. Hey, you look like the bookish type. What gives you that impression? You really want me to explain? Oh yes, I'm very curious. Playing as a Vengeance Paladin, she was a half-orc thug turned paladin. That crisis of consciousness and changed her life from being a gang-enforced professional brawler and being an arbiter for justice and vengeance. Vengeance Paladins can be a lot of fun. Like, having that kind of mannish, like, desire for good. The way I played the little bit of him is that he acted very noble and very everything has to be for the good of all, and acted very like, you know, was projected this noble persona, but had he was still young and he had a serious anger problem, and so especially in combat or in certain things would just make him very angry, and it would start to come out the more true side of him in a sense. So every now and then you have some cracks in his facade. Gonna be a gnome artificer. Travels with a circus and makes trinkets. Ooh, I like that a whole lot. Friends are a big dog who is bigger than her, and her friend with a half-elf acrobat. I love this like traveling, like a traveling circus, like as a party start is so much fun. It's also such a fun background because if you've all left that kind of traveling circus, like that gives you something to tie to. You could come across it at some point. I set one of my characters from a circus. He was a bard, a College of Swords bard. That was all about entertainment through combat, glorious combat. That his entire shtick in the circus was people could come and basically they could pay a gold to challenge him to a fight, and if they won, they got all the money that was sitting in the pot that had been paid from people. So the later you fought him, the more you'd get. The better people came later, and it was this constant like push of, you want to push your luck, you want to try and fight him. But he would use some bard trickery to, you know, rig the fights a little bit. Like he'd cast up a fairy fire. It's like, let's get some little light for the show. It would throw a fairy fire up, and a bunch of country bumpkins don't know what's going on, don't realize they're under a magical effect. Not necessarily tied to the circus. I met them on the road and we made a mutually beneficial arrangement. Let's trust Natalie, the acrobat, to drive my cart. It sounds a bit like... It reminds me of, at least. Have you read the book Name of the Wind? because it reminds me a bit of Abernathy, the artificer that the main character Kavoth meets in their traveling like theater troupe. I cannot recommend Name of the Wind enough. If you like fantasy novels, which I have a feeling you do, or at least like fantasy, but if you enjoy reading, I cannot recommend Name of the Wind enough. The only caveat I will say is it is a 3-book trilogy that has 2 books out so far. That is the only, like, caveat I will say. Yeah, we can go out Saturday, by the way. Day and voice. Because, like, there's a few places I want to go, but it's going to be a kind of meandery Saturday, and, like, ideas of, you know, oh, we need this kind of thing, we'll go here this time, and stuff like that. And then we'll make sure to cap it off with going and getting, like, the grocery-ish things we need. Even if you're tired by then, you can just give me a list and I can go get them. Okay. Love you. Red Dragon Inn. I love Red Dragon Inn. I have not played it in a few years. You okay, Orbo? You okay, Big Cough? Ah, gotcha. Okay. Name of the Wind is all the magic is based off of like the power of names and the power of words. Yeah, a bit fairyish, but it's more of like knowing the true name of like objects and stuff like that, and being able to link them together. But there is a lot of fae magic, like the fae and fairies are a different thing, and they are linked in the story. Fae magic is a bit different than... They treat their magic as more science and artificery. And so it's more from a scientific approach of if you write these sigils and do these scientific things, it will create what most people would see as magic. It's a bit like a Fullmetal Alchemist in that sense. Like in where like the magic is more science. But then there is the kind of true magic, which is if you know the true name of something, you can fully shape and control it. It's the title, Name of the Wind. Oh yes, I'm very curious. Where should I start? First, your beard. Second, your nerdy hat. Third, your thick eyeglasses. All signs of a nerdy philosopher. Ha ha! You don't hold back, do you? Hey, are you a writer? Well, yes. I did make my living as a writer for a while. You help me with a letter? Sometime. Probably be like June when uni is finished. That's fair. It is a chunky book. Like it's a proper chunky fantasy novel. But have you seen the D&D book? The Weatherlight. Not Weatherlight. What is it? Grief. Why the Witchlight? The Tales Beyond Witchlight. The Feywild book they wrote. The same author who wrote Name of the Wind was the main author for that D&D adventure book. Because he's a big fan of like fae and fairy stories and weaves them into a lot of his work and world building. You help me write a letter? A letter. The D&D settings, because I knew from the start I'd want to make my own setting. That's fair. I enjoy stealing from the settings. Like when I did my Carnival one shot, I stole the Carnival games from the Weatherlight one. Gladly. You think I can be of assistance? Okay then, follow me. That girl has a horn. That horn. I'll steal a lot from those books, and I enjoy flipping through them. The art is very pretty, and I get a lot of inspiration from that. I'd forgotten about it until now. And surprised as I was that day. Ship drifted a storm from ashore. This is Dot. Inside the ship were a woman and a baby girl. The woman was dead. The girl was still breathing. Edge of my surprise as I looked at the girl's face. So the girl was exactly like Princess Garnet, who had just passed away. With one exception. She had a horn. A human with a horn. Where'd she come from? King ordered the girl's horn removed. The girl cried out in pain. He and his wife, Queen Braun, decided to raise the girl as Princess Garnet. But that girl spoke to me. Could she be related to Princess Garnet? Having different cantons, which is significant political influence, came from the fact sister-in-law is Swiss. Though I guess America is also a pretty good analogy for that as well. Yeah, America has we have a lot of that. Like it's, I would like it. We're a bit of like every state is kind of like a little country in some ways, but it's really more regional to a degree. Like there are differences, like big differences state to state, but not quite at say country level differences. But it's more like the regions are rather country-ish different. Yeah.
House.
Yeah, there's the Northeast. You have the North, the Midwest, the Northern Midwest, the Northwest, and then like California in the West. California is the most like its own. I'd say like California is the most its own. New York is the most its own. Texas is completely a country. Florida's a bit, Florida's a bit of its own beast.
Florida's kind of...
Yeah, Florida's a weird balance of Texas, and it's like a weird, like, it's got some of the Texas, but then it's got some of else. It's a bit of California. Florida is a tortured existence. It half wants to be Texas and half wants to be California, and doesn't know which it wants to be. It really depends on where you're at in Florida, like where you are. Well, the racial tension in my next session is going to take place in the Red Gave Canton. Army can only come through there because of the leader of the House Red Gave's acceptance. I will say that's one thing. We do have a lot of racial tensions here. That's pretty universal. Yeah. About every state's had problems with that. In horrific ways. Yeah. Yay! Politics. For reference, we live in the deep south, where it is rather Republican. It's a great time.
I just love it.
They're Midwest, but they're Southern-ish. Ish is a key word. Let's say it had a Confederate stars on the state flag. I honestly don't know. I know we're in South Carolina, the state where the Confederacy started. So yay for us for that. First to succeed, baby.
It's definitely a trophy.
Nope. But it is a thing that we did. You at least have the alibi if you at least weren't born here. You were mostly raised here, but like Arkansas, okay. I know very little of Arkansas, honestly.
Arkansas exists.
Yes.
I thought it was a myth like Ohio.
Iowa's a threat. I am actually, yes. We're a couple hours south of Charlotte. Kind of southwest, but it is a quick drive. Like, it is a place that we go decently enough to.
You know, Charlotte is the human trafficking.
Yeah.
That's a fun fact that as a female I was required to learn very young.
Yep.
Don't go to Charlotte by yourself.
Nope. Exactly. I knew that and just forgot. I've probably mentioned it at some point, but I live in South Carolina. We're up in like the northern tip, up near the base of the mountains.
The tip near the base.
Tip near the base. I used to live very close to Charlotte. For about a year, I lived really about the same distance from here than Charlotte, roughly. Charlotte was kind of the midway point. From Charlotte, kind of. Oh, no. Charlotte is, outside of the human trafficking side, a very nice city. Kind of friends you kind of lose touch with, but message every other month. I know exactly what you mean, and like those are good friends. Like that's still a friend. Like ones that you like keep up with loosely and keep in each other's lives. Hey, will you hurry up?
Pretty place.
Charlotte is really beautiful. Like, it's a really nice city outside of the human trafficking side.
Remember, it was Charlotte and not Columbia.
It is Charlotte. It's 100% Charlotte.
Oddly enough, that is where I went on with my only vacations with just friends, and it was with other girls, and I followed them around, trying to keep them from getting themselves extremely drunk.
Yep. And that's a horrible place to be a small girl fully drunk.
Yep.
Excuse me. Yeah, that's not the kind of place where we want to be a girl alone drunk at all.
I had to like we went to there's some like famous park where they filmed parts of Forrest Gump.
Mm-hmm.
And
I know they filmed a Forrest Gump in Charlotte.
There's like a park with a bunch of really trees and some like city like
I know like the bench scene and all of that is all filmed in Savannah, Georgia.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. I've been to the Forrest Gump bench.
You're remembering the wrong place.
Yeah, it's 100% Savannah. And they make a big deal about the fact that it's the Forrest Gump benches are there. Well, technically it's been removed, and the original one is put in a museum, like not far from it in a theater. But they have like a replica bench there, like a plaque and everything. They filmed Braveheart in Ireland. I did not actually.
I knew that.
I had no idea about that.
Yep.
Well, not Scotland. Yeah, I feel offended that it was in Ireland and not Scotland. Like the little bit of me that Scottish blood that goes back. I feel offended they filmed that in Ireland. Oh yeah, I'm sure, 100% because. Princess, you look splendid. Thank you. By the way, there's something I must tell you, Beatrix. I'm okay with it. I'd rather, Gellum Ibsen didn't spend too much. Yeah. I mean, I feel like at that point when Braveheart was filmed, we didn't know that he was, like, a complete piece of shit. Nope, but I'm not surprised. He was active for a very long time and got away with it for a very, very long time. I honestly fully forgot that he was a part of Braveheart somehow. Like, just because that's been so long once I've seen it. But two, that like I've thought about him as a human being that exists. Yes, Princess. But my mother's, Queen Bran is not my real mother. Princess Garnet. Dr. Todd has already informed us. However, allegiance to you remains the same, if not stronger.
They passed some new laws that supersede.
Hell yeah.
And in response to that, 5 more women.
Hell yeah. That's what Braveheart anyways. If it was a better film, I wouldn't be so bothered by it. To be fair, I don't think I have watched or thought about Braveheart since I was in, like, high school.
I have not.
So, like, there's probably a lot of things in there that I would probably have more opinions on potentially now. Maybe, I don't know. But, like, I haven't seen since high school when it was just like, yeah! Freedom! Badass!
Men without shirts.
Yeah, men fighting. Hell yeah.
Dudes doing dude things.
Dude doing dude things. I want a sword. You know, just reinforced that, like, the thing that's in the back of every guy's head of I want a sword. Really any nerd's head, but, you know. of I want a sword. Ordering sword.
Well, okay, so we talked about a little while ago Mall Ninja.
Yeah, Mon.
Where's the line between Mall Ninja and just having a cool sword?
Very thin, if not the same. To be fair, if I want to get like, I would love to get a proper, like a sword that is well made enough that I could swing it and not worry about it. Like a properly forged, like, good sword. Do I need a good sword? Hell no. Would it be badass? Hell yes.
I don't know if it would be badass.
I would think it's bad.
A real properly made sword is heavy as fuck.
Really? Not as heavy as you think. Because they need to be light enough for you to be able to swing. Like, it's real heavy, but they're not like... A lot of the weight is down near the base, so they're properly pivoted, like...
Well, but also, people back then were living very different lives.
Mm-hmm.
And were, like, doing
Don't
a lot
watch
more.
it. That's
manual
what
labor.
I expected. It's just that. You have association with England haters, which, hey, some people use as a reason to hate English today. So don't have that mindset. Cannot be associated with anyone who hates any person based on where they live. That's fair. I think that's very much probably... That makes sense, though, why we would have a different view of it. Because, like, when we see it, it's just, oh, that's a neat, semi-historical, like, I know it's based off of history loosely, with some liberties here and there, and, like, it's a neat action movie loosely based on history. But we also don't live in a place where there'd be any tension from that, you know?
Wait, they used that movie to dislike English people?
Well, yeah, because, it is based on an actual thing, roughly a thing that happened. And so
So what is it actually based on?
Based on the Scottish fighting the English for independence and then getting romple-stomped and subjugated.
I am aware of that history. I didn't know that was the
Yeah,
history.
that's Braveheart.
Got it.
In a very, very short version of it.
Noted.
With their leader being, like, publicly executed in a brutal fashion.
Which, England did do a bad.
Yeah. But I definitely can understand that of, somewhere like that where that would stoke more problems, Just like here, if there was a similar movie that was about the Civil War, and it painted the Confederates as evil as they should have been, and
Or vice versa.
or vice versa, how over somewhere in in the UK they'd be like, oh, that's an interesting story potentially, but here where we have more roots to it and more connections and people that have feelings about it with family connected to it, would stoke more anger potentially.
You mean Alexander Hamilton?
Alexander Hamilton. I like Firefly. No, Firefly doesn't really have anything for us. Hello, Bubba. You were okay. Everything is fine with you, baby.
What?
Oreo has a bone that he wants, and he's coming to beg for me that I give him her toy. That's 100% what this beg is. I can see it in his eyes. Wait, go away. Go away. Hold on. Beatrix, thank you.
I don't know.
Say what? Don't have anything to give the raccoons? It's finished. Zidane will fall in love with me the instant he reads this letter. Thanks, mister. Haha. It was my pleasure, my lady. Oh, I forgot to tell you. My name is Aiko. I'm from Maiden Sayari. Hope to see you again. Bye-bye. From Maiden Sayari. And Sayari is the village of summoners. I thought it was only a legend. What did this mean? Can I talk to that Moogle? Yeah. What was the rumor? Kubo, Oh, Alexandria, soldiers everywhere. Heard rumor the princess has returned to Alexandria. I will say I've seen the... I haven't finished the show of Firefly ever, but I've seen the movie. And I did enjoy that. But I have some friends that are much more passionate about it.
What is Firefly?
It is a fantasy series, sci-fi fantasy. That's kind of Star Wars-esque. That's kind of like a space western, is the best way to put it. Eventually, the Battle of Mecklenburg, where Scotland and England is heavily mythologized, where Edward Longshanks might have been basically evil, but he was effective. And he died before the battle, and his son wasn't a tactician as he was. Scotland was very lucky to win that battle. I will say, I know, like, very basics and little as an American that we weren't really taught that history as much. And while I did a lot of extra history courses, I never really dove that much into, like, England and UK history quite as much. I can't wait to hand this letter to Zidane. Where'd he go anyway? Ah, help! But I definitely understand that of where, like, battles being, like, heavily mythologized, like, kind of like we look back at, like, you know, the Battle of Thermopylae between the Spartans and the Persians, and how, like, oh yeah, like, the pass, and 300 Spartans held strong against the entire Persian army, and every single one of them died, which, to be fair, is, you know, what happened, but also there were, like, 5,000 other troops that were there as well. There were just only 300 Spartans, and some of them did get sent away, and there was a naval battle that really helped turn the tides in a lot of ways. And while, like, they did make a heroic and ridiculous stand against the military, we've built it up as this big thing of 300 men against tens of thousands. But it was really like 4,000 or so against tens of thousands. But I don't think Texas was ever going to make it on their own. Texas was always going to be a state. Honestly, I don't know what would have happened if Texas had fully broken off. It talks about it constantly.
Yeah,
like,
they've threatened to do that a couple.
They've threatened to succeed, and it's a whole thing. He's nestled in amongst the U.S. and Mexico, and they were almost always going to be part of an empire. If the thing is Texas is pretty fucking big, and if they had gotten off to a start when they did, I think they would have had a chance. Like, they have a good bit, especially now, like, they have enough oil and natural resources. They have ocean access, on both sides, don't they? No, Mexico blocks it.
They just have the Gulf.
Yeah, they have the Gulf, but they have an ocean access. During the Cold War, they could have had free trade with Cuba, potentially.
They have one of America's major ports.
Yeah. Like, they could have had free trade with Cuba, even though the rest of the world was, or not the rest of it, but America was blacklisting them. So, like, I think Texas stands a chance. Now, I think they would be facing major problems, and they would be struggling. But, like, they have enough, if they could have survived into the 1900s, which was not that far off from when they would have started, they would have had enough natural resources to do trade with the U.S. and with Mexico and the world.
I remember at some point as a kid that, like, Texas is only mostly part of...
They've done a lot of things to make themselves separate in a lot of ways. Like, that's why the whole power grid thing of where, like, every other state is on a shared power grid except for Texas. They're the only state not on the grid. So that's why when the winter storm happened, it's not as regulated as the rest of the grid. And when that winter storm happened that knocked out power in Texas, no one could do anything about it.
No, I mean, like, the process states go through to become an official American state. Texas didn't finish that process.
I have no idea on that one, honestly. I have a feeling I think they did, but I think they probably skipped some steps or did something potentially. Or gave themselves an out clause. Because Texas is rather large and has a lot going on in it, even before we knew, before it is now. I believe there were some provisions made when they were made a state. I think if any state could leave, Texas could. More easily, potentially. But that's also been over 100 years at this point. It would be pretty hard. Also, the thing to remember is there's so many houses in the UK that are older than our country. Sorry, didn't see you jump out. You're too high up. I can't get you down. Stop laughing, you poop. Oh, shoot, my ladder. Hey, you can get me down. If you can't get me down, deliver that letter to Zidane. All right? To Zidane? Oh, yeah, no problem. What am I supposed to do now? Hey, boat ain't here. As a patrol completed. Wait. Huh?
Why, if it isn't Baco,
The leader of the Tantalus. Who just called my name? Oh, it's you. Did we capture him?
No, he saved my life. You may go. I will handle this.
Ain't such a knucklehead anymore, huh?
Silence. This is no place for thieves. You must leave now.
That's how it is, huh? Gotta remind you that one of my boys saved your kingdom? Bet you ain't got no ears for listening to a lowlife like me.
Talking about Zidane. Yes, he did protect me, the princess and her kingdom. Doesn't change the fact that you were all thieves. And it let your kind roam about the castle.
No appreciation whatsoever, eh? Well, I don't got any reason to stay here anyway. Hey, you know where Zidane might be?
Hasn't moved to the castle since we returned. Maybe he can teach you a thing or two about proper manners.
Okay, I get your point. Enough of your self-righteousness. Perfect timing. Take me into town. Oh, Steiner's gonna get the letter to Zidane. And probably gonna think it's from Garnet. Oh, so it was Steiner. I thought I heard him yelling. Alexandria's at peace again. But my heart is full of sorrow. Why? Steiner must have dropped this. Let's see. Night sky wears the moon as its pendant. I shall await you by the dock. Oh, what is this letter? It's Steiner? Write me a love letter? Steiner. I loved the comedy of errors that have led to that. That's so good. Dagger. You're cozy on your throne already. No. No. I can't start my day without Dagger. Your smile. Her voice. Voice is like a beautiful song. Her song makes me soar high into the sky. But now... What up, Bunny? How you doing? You can still fly high, darling. How's it going, Bunny? Zidane, you can do that now. She's right. You're still moping. This isn't like you at all. Yeah. Stop it. You guys don't understand how I feel. Whoa. Long time no see, Zidane. What happened? You look pathetic. Boss, let me join Tantalus again. We can still treasure together, just like the old times. Treasure, eh? Ain't much treasure lying around this world, boy. Besides, Tantalus always gets what he sets his eyes on. That's our rule number 1, remember? Pretty good. Just watched the Lightfall trailer from Game Awards. I'm kind of hyped. Ooh. I didn't know they'd put out another trailer yet. Oh, well, I have 23 messages from a group chat.
Side note, I looked it up.
Mm-hmm.
One, along with what I was looking up, I found that the slogan "Don't Mess with Texas" started out as an anti-litter campaign. They were having issues with littering. But also, the whole thing that Texas does all the time, talking about how they could secede whenever they want to.
Yeah.
It's a total myth.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
They apparently have just as much ability to secede as every other state in the country.
They have a bit in the way that they've built themselves to be separate, like the separate power grid. Like, they have definitely made it easier in a sense, but by being so independent. But
the only thing they have in their annexation agreement is that they could potentially split into as many as 5 states if they wanted to.
Ah, gotcha.
Like,
And they don't
could
want to.
split off into smaller bunches.
Which they won't want to do at all.
No, so 2 different times since it looks like the 70s, the 60s or 70s. So a senator or representative has floated the idea of splitting the state or making a state in the corner of it or in the center of it or somewhere, like making another state, a 51st state.
Yeah.
But obviously that's
not going to happen.
But there have been, people that in politics that have tried to, get that ball rolling, but
yeah, now it's not going to happen. Oh, yeah, apparently, holy shit, a lot of good stuff's been announced. A Dune MMO, that sounds amazing. A new Jedi Survivor, they put out more stuff for that. Death Stranding 2. Best narrative went to Ragnarok, that's good. Apparently art direction went to Elden Ring, which I think is fair. Final Fantasy won community support, which is dope. Like, that makes sense to me. I was so, like, to me, Scorn, I think, really deserved it, but I get why Elden Ring won. Like, the art was consistent through the whole game. Like, however, Post-Trauma looks good. Oh, I didn't see Post-Trauma at all. I'm looking at, like, I have a list from a friend that's just kind of getting really excited in a group chat. It's every now and then I just look and see everything they're spamming in. So I see what they're excited about. Which, to be fair, is usually pretty in line with what I would be excited about. No, you don't. You don't got a right to join us. You understand what I'm saying? You can't even capture a canary. You ain't got what it takes to join Tantalus. Boss. He's a Dane. Can we go see Dagger? Could you be more honest, like this little guy? I'm really excited for Lightfall. I haven't done any of the season stuff yet, but I'll probably start in next week once we have 2 weeks of season under our belts. Those are horror, retro, Silent Hill themed. Ooh, I do like that. Can we? Please? All right. Let's cheer her on before she becomes a queen. Yeah. I've never actually played a Silent Hill game. I kind of want to try one at some point. That kind of, what do you call it? That kind of horror game can be hit or miss for me. Mainly in, like, the way the inventory management can work sometimes. But the problem is, I just haven't ever tried to, like, how do you say, emulate them? Because they are so fucking expensive to buy and play proper. Oh, I forgot. I'm hoping they'll eventually remaster them like they're remastering like all the Resident Evil games. Alright, I've got to give Zidane that letter. Huh? Lost it. Like the main ooh, that's good to know. So I can give him that. Auto float. Ooh. Where's that? Where's auto float? How much does it take for me to equip auto float? No remake coming out. Oh, I actually had fully missed they were doing an auto, a new remake. I'll have to check out the remake because I would like to give it a try at least. Like Resident Evil is a series that I've wanted to like. I played the 2 remake. I've tried to play 4. I tried to play 5. 5 was my least favorite. I just never could get into them. It'll be a 1-to-1 copy, but pretty damn close. I mean, at the end of the day, like that's all that matters. Like it doesn't need to be a 1-to-1. It just needs to be a good version of it, you know? Gamble defense. Finally, ability up for Zidane. Tell us how you really feel, Jack. How much is ability up? Where is ability up? Oh, it's there. Oh, it's 3. That's not bad at all. Like, I enjoy horror games. If you look down at the game list, I've played a good bit of them on stream as well. Ooh, Baldur's Gate 3. They're finally, like, finishing more of Baldur's Gate 3. Like, let's see. What are the most recent horror games I've played mostly? And you go here, and I can go to my games list, because I have another games list here I can look at. Oh, Layers of Fear. That's the one. Like, Call of Cthulhu, Layers of Fear 1 and 2, The Shore, Buddy Simulator, which Buddy Simulator was good fun, Summer 58. This year we did like the Closing Shift, the Bathhouse, Dagon. I'm a big fan of the like walking sim with mod puzzles. The remake next year gonna be a good start of the year for horror, but bad start for my wallet. I definitely understand that. That's how I feel about we're getting like everything coming out next year, like getting fuck me, what's it called? Octopath Traveler 2, Harvest Moon. There's a lot of good games coming out next year that I am very excited about. Twisted Headband. I need to go buy another Twisted Headband because I think I can give that to someone else. We have Legend of Zelda coming out next year, which I'm also very excited for. What else is coming? There's a lot of games I know that are just like all dropping next year really quickly. It's a Dane. Even stop by to say hello. What are you staring at? You really that tough? Try me. That was one that's coming to Steam next year, so I get to try it. That's another one. I'm so excited for the show of Last of Us because I love the narrative. I love the setting. I love the idea of it. Fuck me, I hate the gameplay. I detest that kind of game. It just was not fun. But the story looked so good, and everything I've heard of it is just amazing. It's a masterpiece. And it's one of those beautiful games that is not for me in the slightest. But it sounds like with the games that you're excited about, with Resident Evil 4 Remake and Silent Hill 2 Remake, it sounds like it's going to be right up your alley, and you are going to have an amazing time, Bunny. Or maps ready for combat encounters. Hell yes. I love that. Sorry, there was a sudden bark, and was that a fun bark, play bark? Is that an anger bark? Is that I need to go to the bathroom bark? Yeah, it's probably a potty bark. I'm looking for trouble, but I'll fight back if it finds me. Why don't you apologize, and maybe I'll forgive you? Ha! Up right there. I will charge both of you with disorderly conduct. What's going on here? Dane. I'll have to stop and talk, but I'm busy right now. She, friend of yours? Tell her who I am. I'm the Flaming Amaranth. Sorry, Amaranth. She's a little worked up about something. Sorry, babe. They're my friends. Let them go for my sake. Sure. This garden has to give special treatment to you, as to Vivi and Miss Freya. Dagger. I see. Thanks. Hey, Freya. Stop being so mad, alright? Hello. What are you doing? Why are you so angry? Why are you angrily sniffing things over here? He was like shaking and like shoving his nose into things and like looking impatient. He was sniffing garbage bags. Funny as well. Ooh, I've actually never played a Tales of game. That's like on my list of franchises to try. That like I love JRPGs, but I'd never tried a few of them, and Tales is one of them. Hello. Let's see. Games coming out in 2023. There's quite a few. Legend of Zelda. Excited for that. Kind of excited for Fire Emblem Engage. I never finished 3 Houses, and I mean to go back to it. But like, Engage looks pretty neat. Tried a game on the SNES, Tales of Fantasia or something like that. Yes, that's still a Tales of game. You know, there's Freaking Dead Island too. I actually didn't know about that at all. The Dead Space remake. I forgot that's coming next year. I'm really excited for the Dead Space remake. Like, I love the original Dead Space games. Persona 4 Golden coming to everything is really exciting. Wasn't a fan of Breath of the Wild. That's fair. I can understand that. I will say this. Breath of the Wild isn't my favorite Zelda, but I have a deep connection and love to Zelda. So, like, I'm gonna love a Zelda game. I think it was really neat. I think it was a cool way to take an open world. I don't always love open world games, but it was an open world Zelda, so I did enjoy it and did love it. I am very biased. I did enjoy that it felt the most like the original Legend of Zelda for the NES, because it was just so open, do what you want, go where you will. Orbino, come here. Thank you. But Zelda is the first game that I have any memories of. I grew up watching my dad play it along with Mario 3 for the NES. So like, and it was a neat thing of Zelda was like one of my dad's favorite games, the original Zelda games. And then like there was a transition of where, I went from watching him play and beat the games to he watched me play and beat the games. And it was something we bonded over, and it was a game franchise we both loved. Which is why most likely here in like a few months, I'll be getting my first tattoo, which will be a Triforce. Partially because it's a franchise that I have a deep connection to, as well as being something for him, because he passed away a few years ago. And it's the kind of thing, if I end up getting a tattoo and hating the process, if I'm only getting one, at least it'll be one that I care a lot about. Number 1 is weapon durability. Yes, I agree. I hated weapon durability. I like the idea of weapon durability, but it was way too quick. Weapons broke way too fast. Anyway, that's just a lot of emotional shit in the middle of getting excited for games. Sorry for your loss. Thank you. It was in 2019. I'm a few years removed now. It still obviously hurts. I still feel that loss, but like, you know, you grow around grief, and the way, at least I try and view the grief like that is, you know, even though he is gone, the impact in the world continues. Like, I'm the person I am because of how I was raised by him and like the influence he had on me. So it's kind of the thing of, in that way, he still lives on. On 4 and 3, I'm excited for both of those. I hate that it's 3 portable and not like a combination of FES and portable. Here, I will take a swig in honor with you. Maybe. My father. Whew. Here's Master Ocarina of Time. Oh gosh. Ocarina of Time was one of my favorites. My favorite, Twilight Princess. Yes. Oh, good to know. I'll have fun walking Oreo soon.
In fact,
Hmm?
it is early tomorrow.
I'm sorry, it's gonna rain
Me.
for your maybe later. Unfortunate thing too with the Santa brunch. You have a soggy Santa.
Outside of that, though, that will be 3 days out of this week that we cannot go outside. And let me tell you, when you have a bunch of 2-year-olds cooped up inside on the week of a full moon,
2 weeks after Thanksgiving and 2 weeks before Christmas.
uh-huh,
You didn't know Annie's a preschool teacher.
I don't want to go.
You gotta go, love.
I don't want to.
You gotta go.
I stay home.
Santa's gonna be there.
I don't give a fuck. Santa can kiss my ass. Santa can run my classroom.
I don't think Santa's up for that task.
No, he's not. He can't keep up with them.
Oh, Dead Space is in January. Holy shit. I didn't know this was in January.
I apologize for yelling into the mic.
It's all good. Digimon World Next Order is a very unfortunate title because it's just one step away from Digimon World Order. Yelloway. Blood Bowl 3. I didn't know we were getting a Blood Bowl 3. That's hype. That's fun fact. Blood Bowl is one of the only games that I have ever rage quit from. It's so angry that I Alt F4'd out of the game, cursing loudly, and then I went and played XCOM, and the same bullshit happened, and I Alt F4'd out, cursing loudly. LB Switch? Finest thing in the world with that Susan Boyle hashtag? I'm very confused.
You know who Susan Boyle is.
No. Why, who is Susan Boyle?
You need to go learn about Susan Boyle.
Should I know? Is it really the kind of thing I'm going to Google it and know immediately?
So she went on, I forget which singing competition it was.
Jonah British Got Talents. I Didn't Dream from Les Mis. Excuse me.
She like, everybody expected her to be terrible. She looked horrible. She presented herself terribly. And then she got up there and had
gotcha.
the most angelic operatic voice you've ever heard.
Susan Album Party or, oh no, Sus Anal Bum Party. Oh no. Octopath 2, I hate that Octopath 2 comes out like right before Lightfall. That's going to be such a conflict of interest for me. Oh, we're getting a remake, Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. That's a remake of Return to Dreamland, which I don't know if that's one of the good Kirby games or not, because I know there's some really bad Kirby games. Fatal Frame? Is this a new Fatal Frame? This is a new Fatal Frame. Neat.
They've been hinting at Monsters Inc. game.
Ooh.
Because I'm currently wearing a denim jacket that has Monsters Inc.
Oh yeah, they're definitely bringing them in.
But also, look, you can get a CDA backpack.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
Child Detection Agency.
Yeah, I think this year. I don't know if you were in, Bunny. I don't remember who I was in. We were doing the Game Awards stuff, like when I was doing the voting, picking and stuff. There were so many categories where it was just any game could win this, and I would be happy. Like, truthfully. Diablo 4 is coming, and I'm sad. Final Fantasy 16 is coming, and I'm sad. I can't believe they're releasing 16 and 7 Rebirth potentially next year. Yep. Also, the 2 games that make me actually want a PS5. Like, 16 might be what pushes me over the edge to get a PS5 finally. It's time. But also we're buying a house, so that makes it a lot harder.
You know. PS5. Like that much.
That's true. I'm hoping they'll do a bundle or something closer to it, and I can get buy my PS5 with Final Fantasy.
I wonder if right after Christmas, you know that after Christmas they do.
Yeah.
They just try to
Even this day, are they still that hard? I thought at least here they're getting easier to get. I've been in this cutscene for a very long time. That's okay. That's a digital. Is that a digital or is that a disc console? That's a disc console. Oh, they've come down a little bit. They're $4.50 now. Oh no. Pick up in store. Yeah. Yeah, everything is pick up in store bundles and stuff like that. Holy shit. So there's one on sale on Walmart.com from a third party. $518 with a game, but $205 shipping. Do available by invitation. What's funny is I've been invited by Sony to buy one 7 or 8 times and just haven't because it's not been a good time to spend the money on it. The first one was when we were moving to this apartment, and it was I cannot justify spending $500 on a console that I'm not going to have any games that I want to play on it.
I remember having that conversation, and you being like, so I got this email.
Yeah, I got this email. And also, it happened right after I got my 3070. I had just spent $800 on a 3070. And I'm like, I can't do that back to back. Because my email came a day apart. I got my email from EVGA that I could finally buy a graphics card, and the next day I got an email saying I could buy a PS5. Oh, Best Buy just has them. They have a God of War Ragnarok one for $5.50.
There you go.
There we go. Easy day.
Done and...
You're trying to make us homeless. Because of you. Where have you been? Dagger's about to become queen, and you're off wandering around? Have you found out anything more about Kuja? Well, answer me. I tried to find out more, but... Look, Kuja was responsible for taking Dagger's Eidolons. Killing Braun was working with him. Did you think he'd come after Dagger again? I know. What can I do? I couldn't even talk to her, remember? I don't even know if I can protect her. Besides, she's gonna be queen. She'll have all the guards she'll need. She won't need me. Vivi dropped some truth. But Zidane, I think Dagger wants to see you. Mass dance. I do love that the only one that has a proper dance is A2. Like she has a proper dance. Like someone drew a dance like emote for her.
I mean, we all have a proper dance. Hers is just unique.
Well, I think that's just the default, the back and forth. If it doesn't have an animation custom, it just does that. Default dance is default Fortnite dancing on everyone. So let's go see her. Yeah. We'll leave as soon as we're done. Today. You're not getting away from me. You still owe me a rematch. Suit yourself. Right, let's check the equipments. 'Cause I think I have good. Oh yeah, I do want that autoflow. Only Freya. Okay, she doesn't have the ice spear. Got it. Or the gold helm. Trying to buy ice lance. And a golden helm. And squeak. Yeah. Ah, he didn't like the change in rain. Oh, the gold helm offers nothing new. Mithril armor. Wasn't there a new armor I could buy here as well? Oh no, no, that's helmet. Wait, there we go. There we go. I think there's a Moogle over here. It's almost 10 o'clock, by the way, love. I know. I know, love. I have not saved in a hot minute. Oh yeah, like 2 hours. But I do think that's where I'm going to end there tonight, because I am rather tired. At least for right now. Sits the camera. Get the display port. Like, it has been a very long day, and there's still a long day to go through tomorrow. And I want to no brain. I'll probably hop on 14 a bit and just be like mindlessly playing 14. But, as always, just in case, we're gonna raid out to Dusk, who is currently on. I've not seen Dusk on in quite a while. Mass dance, mass dance. Thank you everyone for joining in, though. It has been a fantastic night. We're gonna go on over to Duskpaw, who is currently playing Stardew Valley. So go show her some love. She's a fantastic human being. And I will be on tomorrow night for Final Fantasy 14. I have a lot of dungeons to run. I did a lot of the blue checkmark quests and got to dungeons. So, like, I got some fucking dungeons to run tomorrow. So anyone that's down and wants to run, like, I'll be down to do some dungeons, and then also probably do some patch content as well. So, hell yeah. I figured both of y'all would want to be in on that. Like, I want to unlock the what do you call it? The Beast Tribe that's in Ultima Thule. I'm at the dungeon to unlock that. So I want to get some of that stuff unlocked and then get into the patch content and see some of that. So I'm excited. That's tomorrow night at 6:30. We'll probably go later because it's a Friday night, and so I don't have to worry about getting up in the morning or being a human the next day. So we're off. The raid's happening. Good night. The Mass Fling.